I'm Chef Dave, and I haven't always been the handsome, suave, debonair guy you see right now. For years, I lived my life morbidly obese. My mission with Eating Right Every Bite is to help others begin to enjoy their meals and their lives more fully. Every recipe you'll see on Eating Right Every Bite, they're designed for people who have had weight loss surgery. When I chose weight loss surgery as a tool to get my life back, it was in desperation. At my heaviest adult weight, I was about 410 pounds. Being a chef, I began to invent new and better recipes and prep techniques so getting protein wouldn't be a chore. You can truly enjoy delicious food while remaining committed to a healthy diet. My mission with Eating Right Every Bite is to help others begin to enjoy their meals and their lives more fully.
Depression is a serious problem that can give rise to several health issues. Now, a new study claims that depression could increase hormone levels in teenage girls, leading to weight gain and obesity. Studies have shown that the body generates higher levels of the hormone cortisol as a reaction to stress. Scientists have known that depression and cortisol are linked to obesity, but they had not determined the exact biological mechanism. The latest findings indicate that the increased levels of cortisol in young girls can affect their metabolism and lead to weight gain. Dr. Elizabeth Sussman at Penn State University noted that this is, quote, the first time cortisol reactivity has been identified as a mediator between depressed mood and obesity in girls. And she noted that the findings indicate that there are biological risk factors that are similar for obesity and depression. The implications are to start treating depression early because scientists have already determined that depression, cortisol, and obesity are related in adults. Another study recently published in the Archives of General Psychiatry notes that obesity may be linked with an increased risk of depression and that those who are depressed may have an increased risk of developing obesity. Researchers have not pinpointed the cause of the correlation, but one theory is that because being thin is considered beautiful in Western countries, being overweight may contribute to low self-esteem, which could eventually result in depression. On the other hand, the study notes depression may increase weight over time through interference with the endocrine system or the adverse effects of antidepressant medications. In other news, a low-carb diet may offer quick results, but a new study suggests that a low-fat diet may be best for long-term weight loss and maintaining a healthy weight. The study, which appeared in the Annals of Internal Medicine, found obese people who adhere to a low-fat diet may be more likely to keep off the weight 3 years later after starting the diet than those who followed a low-carbohydrate diet. The participants in the study were all severely obese and had an average body mass index of 43. The average weight of the participants was 288 pounds. About 39% had diabetes and 43% had metabolic syndrome, a group of symptoms that can be a precursor to coronary artery disease and diabetes. Participants in the study were instructed to follow either a low-fat diet, in which they cut around 500 calories a day and consumed no more than 30% of their allotted calories from fat, or to follow a diet that closely matched the low-carb Atkins diet. Those participating in the low-carb option were told to not cut calories, but were instead told to limit their carb intake to no more than 30 grams a day, which equals about 2 slices of bread. After 6 months on the diets, the group on the low-carb diet experienced the greatest weight loss, but by 12 months there was no significant difference in weight loss between the two groups. 3 years after the study began and 2 years after the diets ended, researchers followed up with people in both groups. Neither group showed a significant difference in their ability to keep the weight off. However, those following the low-fat diet continued to show gradual weight loss, while the low-carb dieters' weight was gradually increasing. Lead study author Dr. Marion Vetter noted that it's very hard for people to sustain a low-carb diet and that low-fat diets may be a little easier for people to stick with. And that wraps it up for another edition of Weight Loss Surgery News. If you have a story you think we should cover, be sure to drop us a line at news@weightlosssurgerychannel.com. You can also connect with other members of the weight loss surgery community on our Facebook page or follow the latest happenings on Twitter. I'm Leslie Thompson, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.